All right, well, let's get rolling here. And as we're rolling, I'll talk about today's circuit. I love today's circuit. I think it's one of the best. It's fairly simple, lots of big movements. And I always say simple, not easy. Lots of big movements. And so we're every minute on the minute today. First, there's only 4 exercises. We're going to go through 5 times for a total of 20 minutes. First movement is a 1-arm or 1-hand kettlebell swing. So we're just holding that weight in one hand. If you have, if all you have is a dumbbell, this is really hard because the dumbbell gets really wide. So you'll just hold the dumbbell vertically and do 2-hand swing instead. Okay, so, but if you have a kettlebell, okay, we're holding that weight, make sure it goes between, the weight should pass between your knees. That means your hand should be way above your knees. All right, so we just swing here, right up to about chin height. Okay, so you do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Whatever's left of the minute is yours to rest. All right, so that's one. Second movement, shoulder press. You can do that from any position you want. I'll probably just do it from standing. But so we're just starting that weight here, pressing up over your head. Your palm will face forward at the top. You can do 10 presses on one side, 10 presses on the other. Okay, whatever's left of the minute is your rest time. And then kettlebell clean to reverse lunge. So this is kind of like a, if you have a dumbbell, you'll just kind of go pulling from your knees up to just like shoulder height. But for the kettlebell, if you can touch it to the floor, touch it to the floor. If not, it's okay just to lower it enough. So you're going to lower it enough so that you can pop it up. And then whatever side the kettlebell is on, you're going to step back with that leg into the lunge. And we're back down, pull up and step back. So you're going to do 6 each side, and I'll remind you of the numbers. Last one is a row. So whatever position you want. I would say if you have a bench or a couch to put your non-rowing hand on, that's probably the best way to do this. Okay, so you're going to row 10 times on one side, 10 times on the other, and then take your rest. Okay, so 4 movements. I'll remind you as we go through. Simple, but not easy. Okay. Good morning, Elaine. Nice to see you pop on. You're muted. It's okay. Just wanted to say hey. All right. So I'll meet up with you here on top of the roller again. Remember the hips are kind of like the crossroads of the body. You got lots of stuff crossing through there. So it's important to take care of that area, making sure we're hitting every side, front, back, inside, outside. And in the morning, it's good to just give it a once over, especially in the morning. Making sure that you're getting all areas of your hip, including the far outside. We usually work on that little space in between your hip bone and the crest of your hip, but let's make sure that we're tackling that this morning. And then we're also going to roll all the way over to your hip flexor. Okay, a lot of times it's that tight muscle in front of your shin that goes down the front of your, or in front of your hip. It goes down the front of your thigh. So we want to get all the way up onto that bone. And then we want to roll the inside also. Okay, roll on the inside of your other leg. And good. All right, let's put that roller down underneath your shoulder blades. And today we're going to open up over that roller. So give yourself a bit of a roll first, up and down. And then we're just going to use that to kind of open your chest up. Support your head in your hands. We don't want your hands to pull your chin down to your chest. We want to open up. And think of everything sort of arching over the roller. Nice and easy. You can tilt side to side with that too. So when you tilt side to side, remember you're sort of isolating one joint. And each individual joint back there doesn't move that far, but when you start adding them all together, then they move farther. So the higher you get, the less movement you're going to get here, because the roller blocks your ability to use anything below the roller. So just keep that in mind, that the movements should get smaller and smaller as you get closer and closer, as the roller gets closer to your head. All right. Let's ditch the roller for a second. We're just going to push up. So with a single leg, we're going to press up, keep your other leg into your thigh, and then we're reaching up for a floor slide. Taking those shoulders to a nice big range of motion. Let your head relax on the floor. Your whole foot is going to be on the floor, but you're pressing through your heel. And keep everything the same, but we're going to switch feet. So just switch the leg that's on the floor. Think about that tailbone scooped under. And good. Let's lay on your side. Bring that roller up. So you've got one knee on top of the roller. We're going to open up. We'll go for 20 seconds here. So if you want to stay open, stay open. Feels better to go through the movement. Go through the movement. Big rotation in your upper back. Don't let the roller move. 5 more seconds. And good. Switch it up. Remember, as you come forward, those fingertips are going to touch each other. That's what helps your upper back rotate instead of just making it a shoulder stretch. Five more seconds. And good. Let's pop up to all fours. We're going to go one leg out to the side for a groin stretch. Moving those hips forward and back. And let's go to the other side. Okay, so push-up position. We're going to stack one foot on top of the other. All right, so now we've only got one foot on the floor. We're going to rock forward so you really flex those toes. Rock back, so we're trying to push your heel down to the floor. And then we'll reach up so we get that big stretch down the back of your leg. All right, so we rock forward, rock back, hips up. 2 more times. Rock forward, rock back, hips up. Last time, rock it forward, back, try to get your heel to the floor, and hips up. And good, we'll just switch sides. Let's keep going. So other foot, crunch those toes. So we're flexing those toes nice and deep. Rock back so your heel reaches the floor. Hips up. Forward, back, and up. 2 more. Forward, back, up. last one. Forward, back, and up. All right, let's walk your hands in. Go ahead and stand. And we're gonna do a two-way lunge here. So we're gonna step forward and out to the side. So just to start warming up this lunging motion, step forward, step out to the side. We'll go for 20 seconds here. Go at your speed. Go at your depth, whatever depth you need for warm up. And let's switch sides. Okay, good to go. Okay, so remember the first movement here is a single arm swing. If swings aren't friendly for you, make it a single arm deadlift instead, or a suitcase deadlift. And for that, you can either keep the weight on your side, push your hips back. You see my butt is well behind my heels. Then we stand up, okay? You can do 10 of those. You can also do the same movement with the weight in between your feet. Okay, so if swings don't work for you, let's stick with the deadlift. It's just a slower version of a swing. Okay, so grab your weight. We got 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, starting with that single arm swing. And the remainder of the minute is your rest. Okay, starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Let's make sure belly's strong. Belly strong, we're pushing those hips back. Hand stays nice and tight to your body. Rather than, don't let your hand swoop past your knees. Should be much higher than your knees as it goes through your legs. The butt and back of your legs should be doing the work. 20 seconds left. Shoulder press is next. Three seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Shoulder press. I'm gonna kneel just so I can stay in the frame. We're doing 10 on each side. We're halfway there. Twenty seconds left. Clean to reverse lunge is next. We're popping that weight up to your shoulder, and stepping back with that side. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, and off we go. So we pop that weight up, step backwards. We're doing 6 each side. Halfway. Fifteen seconds left. Last movement's a row. So whatever version works for you. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Wrapping up round 1, 10 rows each side. Take a look at those toes. Make sure they're pointing in the same direction. Halfway. It's round 1 complete. 3 rounds to go. 16 minutes left. Going back up to the swing. 10 single arm swing starting in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Make sure knees are not locked out. Okay, you won't be bending them as you go along. All right, so you shouldn't be squatting down as you swing. They're going to be bent, but stiff. Okay. Okay, we're halfway there. Shoulder press is next. Ten seconds. Going 10 shoulder presses on each side. If you can remember, start with the side that you finished with last time. Ready? And go. Halfway there. Clean to reverse lunge is next. 10 seconds. Remember, with this one, we're only doing 6 each side. Ready? And here we go. Clean that weight up to your shoulder. Step back. If the clean doesn't work for whatever reason, just turn it into a reverse lunge. Halfway there. Fifteen seconds left. 10 rows are next. And here we go, 10 rows each side. Halfway there. At the end of the last round, I think I might have said we have 3 rounds to go. So remember, we're doing a total of 5. So now we have 3 rounds to go. Sorry about that. Jumped the gun a little bit. We're back up to the top of the swings in 10 seconds. Starting round 3 out of 5. In 2, 1, and here we go. Halfway there. So if you want a little bit more of a challenge on that, as you swing, you can alternate hands. Okay, so it's just like a little pass at the top when you're up here. That's when the weight, the kettlebell has almost no weight. It's just sort of floating there. All right, shoulder press in 2, 1, here we go. Halfway. Twenty seconds left. Good job, guys. Clean to reverse lunge is next. All right, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. So it is kind of a skill to flip that kettlebell. If you're using a kettlebell, it is kind of a skill to flip it so that it doesn't slam you in the arm. So use this as a chance to practice. 25 seconds left. 15. Starting rows in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Make sure we're pulling the back of your elbow up to the ceiling, not pulling the weight into your armpit with your hand. So you'll feel the difference there if you make that correction. Shoulder should stay down away from your ear. Halfway. Did you go heavier or lighter? You didn't change. 15 seconds left. Back up top for the swings. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Think about spreading that floor apart with your feet. That'll keep your hips engaged. Halfway. Fifteen seconds left. Shoulder press is next. All right, 2 seconds. 1, and here we go. Halfway there. Clean to reverse lunge is next. 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Twenty-five seconds left. Wrapping up round 4 with a row. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Making sure your spine is nice and long on those. Don't round over to the floor. Think about making that double chin. Keeping the back of your head in line with the rest of your spine. 20 seconds left. Last round coming up. Okay, 10 swings each hand in 5, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So if you've only got the option of doing a 2-hand swing, let's make it 20. Halfway there. Twenty seconds left. Ten seconds. Shoulder press. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Fifteen seconds. Clean to reverse lunge. Last time. Starting in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Popping that weight up nice and quiet to your shoulder. Halfway. Last minute coming up, 10 rows each hand. Starting in 2 seconds. 1, and here we go. Last bit of work. Making that spine nice and long from your tailbone to the top of your head. Halfway, 30 seconds left. Five seconds left in the day. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Bravo to Evan on that one. Great circuit. So it's like with that one, for me anyway, I feel like not one muscle really got super tired, but just overall the way it was spread out and laid out, felt a big like heart rate effect for most of the time, and got a good sweat. So great job to Evan on that one. So good to see you guys. Elaine, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Steve, you're upside down, but you're still cool. Ted, when are you leaving?
Thursday morning, but I'll be on Thursday morning and Friday morning, and hopefully the next 2 weeks after that.
Okay, what a stud. All right, guys. Steve, good to see you. Ted, take care. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.